to my channel. So today is day 2 of HBCU week here on my channel, and today's video is going to be how to make money while you are in college, how to hustle while you're in college, because you don't want to be that broke college student on a Tuesday night, no money, Cath is closed, only got one packet of ramen noodles left. You do not want to be that college student, okay? So today I'm just going to tell you a few tips on how to make money while you are in school. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to jump right into this video. Okay, and also in this video, I will be shouting out some people that go to WSSU because I like to support my Rams. So yeah. Okay, the first thing that you can do to make money in college. Okay, so if you do makeup, if you do hair, lashes, all of that, if you do any of those things, you can make hella bank on college campuses, because it's nothing worse than not having a car, feeling like you want your hair braided or whatever, and not knowing where to get it from, because who's to say you live in a town, you don't know anybody, but you need your hair done. Okay, on college campuses, there are a lot of people that braid, do sew-ins, they sell wigs for the low. So go ahead, go on Twitter, search your school's hashtag, and then put behind it, you know, who braids hair, who does sew-ins, who does da-da-da. Because that's how I found a lot of people who do my hair, who have done my hair, who have done my makeup, all of that. Make sure when you're like charging and you're giving prices, don't hike it up too high, because most of us are broke college students. We're not driving around in a Bentley or a Porsche, okay? We can't afford to get a $200 makeup look. I'm just sorry, we just can't. Lashes are such a big thing now, so there's a lot of people that's coming out trying to learn how to do lashes and selling lashes. And look, y'all ain't slick getting these little lashes off AliExpress for like $1 and then selling these lashes over for like $10, $15. You're not slick. I see what you're doing, but you're smart, okay? So, hey, look, if it's working for them, it'll work for y'all too. Shoot. Go ahead and get you some lashes off AliExpress and then flip them, okay? That's what you gotta do out here. So, yeah, that's one thing. Another thing you can do is sell clothes online. So, have like a Depop or Poshmark. Oh, shameless plug. So look, y'all, I'm selling some things on my Poshmark. It'll be in the description box below. So go ahead and look at my stuff, because y'all, I need this stuff gone. But yeah, that's one thing that you can do, is you can sell your gently used clothes online on places like Depop, Poshmark, all of that, and sell them for the low, okay? Or you can go to a thrift store and get clothes for like $1 and then resell them for like $10, $15, okay? So that's another thing you can do. Another thing you can do is write papers for people. If you're an English major or you're really, really good at writing papers and getting an A on them, go ahead and write papers for people, because they are paying good money to have their papers written. Because honestly, some people are just not good at writing papers. Like, they know what they're trying to say, but the grammar is off, or even just they don't feel like doing it, because papers are a lot. Papers are a lot, especially when you have other homework to do and all that other stuff. People don't feel like writing papers, like 5 to 10 page papers. They don't feel like doing all that. So if you're good at writing papers and doing all that, go ahead and make it a hustle. Sell them papers, okay, sis? Okay, go ahead. And along with that, you can also be a tutor. Like, if you're good in a certain subject, if you're good at like science or math and stuff like that. A lot of people really hate math. I'm one of them. But I really hate math. And there's a lot of other people that hate math, they hate science, all that stuff. Or even, you know, English, like I said. So you can be a tutor for somebody and charge them for it. Because it's nothing worse than sitting in a class and failing because you're scared to go get a tutor or whatever the case may be. So reach out to people, ask if people need tutors or whatever the case may be, and get you some money, sis, okay? Get you some money. Get the bag. Where the bag at, sis? Where the bag at, okay? Period. All right. The next one, baking treats for people. There's a lot of people on campus who want to start making treats, you know, doing the little cake pops, or just selling like little cakes. So yeah, there's a lot of that. There was this one girl, we used to call her the cake lady on campus, and she didn't live on campus, she lived off campus, but she used to come to campus with a bunch of treats, y'all. She used to come up there with little honey bun cakes and like little cupcakes, brownies, and just different stuff like that. And she would go around to each dorm building, go on Twitter and be like, this dorm building, I'm outside with such and such treats, come outside, or whatever. And she would literally charge like maybe $3, $5, depending on the size of these things. And she would go around to all these dorm buildings, and she would make a huge profit because one, the food was good, and two, it was for cheap. Y'all, when I tell you, I was spending hella money. I was spending money on this girl because I had a really bad sweet tooth. And there's a lot of other people just like me. Like, I was spending money. Every time this girl came on campus, I'm like, sis, where you at? Because them honey bun cakes was fire. You heard? So, yeah, so sell something. If you're good at baking, sell something. Another idea, selling food plates. There's a lot of people who are selling food plates. Like, if you really bomb at shrimp alfredo, or like baking spaghetti, or like people that be doing fish plates and stuff, go ahead and sell some plates. Because on campus, living on campus and being in college, you rarely get like home cooked meals. And so if you're really good at making like some bomb food worth buying, people will buy it. Like, literally, people will buy it. They go all the way to Cookout and spend $5 on a $5 food tray. Who's to say if you charge like $5 to $8 on a plate, who's to say they're not going to go to you? Like, seriously, they will go to you. If your stuff is good, they will go to you. So if you're good at cooking or whatever, you're good at cooking, baking, whatever, go ahead and turn it into a business while you're there, okay? I know a lot of people on campus who do Uber and who do Lyft, and that's a really quite easy job. All you're doing is driving people around all day, and you make a few extra bucks. And who knows how many hours you could rack up each week doing that? At the end of the week, y'all could come out with a profit. Y'all can come out with a profit. And if you're really good, who's to say somebody ain't gonna tip you, okay? So do that if you can. If you have a car, Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats, because that is a good thing now. Uber Eats. So go ahead and do that. Another thing, a campus job. So if you can work on campus, I was just doing it. Whether you're working at the student center where the food restaurants and stuff are at, working in the bookstore, or just literally anywhere on campus. So yeah, make that money, okay? If you can work on campus, please do, because it's a lot more accessible, especially if you're living on campus. That means you're already there. You don't need a car. You don't need to drive here and there to work. You don't need to have to find somebody to take you to work, or to get a bus or an Uber to take you to work, because your job is right there on campus. And then you can go to it like right after class. Right after class, go to the next building, and you're at work, okay? It's just that simple. It's just that easy. So if you can get a campus job, I would suggest doing that. If not, then I would suggest, a regular job around the area. Nothing too far, because it's nothing worse than getting off work and having to take a 20-minute drive back to wherever you have to go after work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's another thing. Oh, and another thing, selling old textbooks, okay? Look, if you're in this major that requires a bunch of textbooks, start reselling your old textbooks after every class. Go on Twitter, type in your school's hashtag, put a picture of the book, be like, who needs this book for this class, such and such, and be negotiable with your prices. Like with all of these things, like, be negotiable, but don't be too negotiable where people are taking advantage of you. But do be negotiable, because honestly, some people really just can't afford it. But like, if you feel like they're taking advantage of you, then no, cut them off. Business is first, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I'm saying, we're in college, so a lot of people just don't have money like that to be able to get certain things. So do be negotiable, but don't get taken advantage of, because that can happen. Alright, you guys, so while I was actually editing, I realized one last thing that I should have mentioned, and this last thing is to find your passion, get good at it, and make a profit out of it. So I remembered a few other things that you can do to make money while on campus, and a few simple things are to become a photographer or a videographer, get good at it, and make a profit out of it by contacting people, doing modeling shoots, filming things for your campus. Another thing you can do is DJing at campus events. Get good at DJing if that's what you do, and be a DJ at campus events or even at nightclubs or even just random events, weddings, parties, things of that nature. You can host events on campus or at different clubs and events and venues. You can be an HBCU influencer like what I do sometimes, which is advertising for companies by posting pics or videos about their content and getting money from it. Or even simply just becoming a YouTuber and making money through Google AdSense. So for a lot of these things, to find your passion and get good at it, you also need to spend money to make money. So go ahead and do that. Find your passion, get good at it, and make a profit out of it. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's all to my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.